Community Viewpoint.
Hello, welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for this segment, Maria Guerra. I am so glad to be back here with you on this Saturday afternoon. And today we're going to talk about something special that's going on in the community. And I am joined by Mr. John Watt from the Salvation Army. Hello and welcome.
Hi, how you doing, Maria?
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Tonight we're going to talk about the Angel Tree, and that's just one of the amazing programs that's going on at the Salvation Army. So let's just jump right in. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go into the dates for the Angel Tree.
Okay. Well, initially I moved to Pahrump in 97. Then the Army called and said I was no longer retired, go to Iraq.
Okay.
So we were out of the community, my family and I, from 07. I left it in 05. My wife left in 07 to join me, and then we just came back in June.
Okay, and now you're with the Salvation Army.
I got hired at the Salvation
Okay.
Army. They needed a director for social services. I've got a background. I spent 4 years working in soup kitchens in Hollywood while I was in seminary. I've pastored other churches and dealt with people who are in need, whether it be seniors who have the issues that only seniors really understand and go through, or it's somebody who's homeless, or it's a family who just got laid off from work or whatever. And so that's what we're here for, to help everybody in that regard.
Okay, so you have a lot of experience doing social programs and helping in communities, like a lot of hands-on, like
Yes.
boots on the ground type experience.
Oh, definitely. And
All
that's,
right.
and that makes it gives you a different viewpoint from somebody who you're going to go do this, and they say, well, I've never done it.
All right. I know there's been a lot of programs that you're implementing, a lot of things are happening, and one of those things is the Angel Tree.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about how that's going to work.
Okay, Angel Tree is a program that has existed for some time now. We collect the information about the children from the families who are in need, whether it be the families homeless, or a family who's been recently laid off, or they're on SSI, because of disabilities, or whatever the situation may be, and they've got children, and they don't have the money to give these children the gifts that they need, or the gifts that they would like to give them.
Okay.
So they come up to us and they put all the information on a sheet, and we talk to them and interview them and verify the information. And children from the ages of birth.
I was just about to ask the ages, so that's good.
From birth all the way to age 12 is our normal cutoff. Now, if a family has, say, 3, 4, 5 children below the age of 12, and they've got one above the age of 12, that's, say, 13 or 14, we're going to include that, because emotionally that child is not really ready to say, normally speaking,
right.
age bracket, well, they all got one, how come I don't? We have to draw the line somewhere. We also take children who, up through age 18, before their 18th birthday, if they have certain problems, such as...
special need.
Yeah, the special needs children,
Okay.
autistic, learning disabled, something, or maybe psychiatric issues. I had a parent come today and was talking to me and said, well, my child has bipolar and has this and that and a laundry list. And I was able to, number one.
Just don't want to make the Christmas special
Yeah.
for all these kids.
She said, my daughter's
So-
16. I said, that's okay. We'll take care of that child.
Okay. So what would be the process? And is there a timeline for them to sign up?
Yes, there's a timeline. We have to have a cutoff at some point. Normally our cutoff has been the end of October, so normally it would be the 31st of October.
Okay.
We've extended that out to the 7th of November for signups.
Okay.
They come to us or they contact us. We had a parent call in today, unable to get transportation and the disability, they can't get around. So I said we took the information over the phone, and then we're sending an application out to them.
Like email?
And no, actually physically mailed.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll mail it back, and we provided a self-addressed envelope already.
Oh, how nice. Okay.
So they can do that. That's not going to be a normal thing for most people. Come in. We're over at 721 Buell. That's 721 Buell. right down the street from Star Nursery, right across from Lee's Mortuary. Come into our building, see one of my volunteers. They'll get you taken care of.
Okay. Excuse me. So what we're talking about, I want to just back up a little bit. An angel tree is for Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Is there any way I could get a water? So it's for Christmas gifts. So the angel tree, they'll sign up through November 7th. Give you all the information, but it's better if they go physically into your location.
Yes, much better.
And I think we'll put the address back up before we go. I'm just about to cough right here on camera, so it's better if they just physically go in, bring their ID. So what would be the required documents for them to bring in?
All we're requiring is if they have an EBT card or if they're on SSI, something that shows that there's a need. If they've just recently been unemployed, you're going to have an unemployment document.
Right.
If they're on disability or veteran disability, they've got documents. And then I just need the names of the children, their ages, 2 gifts that they can choose, so they can say, okay, I want a baseball bat and I want a game for an Atari system, we'll say. And of course, Atari's old. That's way old. I just dated myself. But then we also ask for the size of the shirt, the size of the pants, because some of our donors will go out and buy clothing for the child.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they're going to get both gifts and clothing, but the donor's going to do something.
But they're just going to put like their little list on there. And then,
right.
Okay, and so let's move over to the other side of it. So the families have signed up. They have their names. They have the list of kids. Let's go to the other side for the people who are going to go buy those gifts. So for those folks out there that want to go sponsor a family, what's the process for them?
They'll go to Walmart or they'll go to, there's going to be several places besides Walmart, but Walmart's one of our major donors anyway. In fact, they're doing something special for us on the 9th to help the children before the tag that are out there. But you've got several businesses around town, the Auto Plaza, Sayada Trudeau, Bank of America, quite a few. They go in there, they'll take a tag off of a tree that'll have the child's name, age, gender, and what the gifts are. Then they take that, they get the gifts, and they bring them to us. They don't need to wrap them. We're wanting to be able to give the parents, the parents can see what they're getting, and then the parents can wrap them and go on their way. We need the gifts by the 15th. The tags will go on the tree. Black Friday is the approximate date, which is the 29th of November. Gifts are in by the 15th of December, and parents will then be called and told when to come and pick up the gifts. So we have a 15-minute window increments. That'll be on
Make
Saturday.
Make appointments for them. Okay.
Saturday the 21st of December. Then that'll go from 9 to 12. At 1 o'clock, we will have closed our doors and we'll reopen with what we call Toy Store. And this will be items for those who haven't signed up, donors who said, you know what, I'm not giving to a specific child. Here's items, maybe a Barbie doll, maybe football or whatever. And those items, the parents can come in or the guardians and select from those gifts. Again, no charge, even though it said Toy Store. It's not at a price to them because they have the need in the first place.
They can just pick out a gift, okay.
They pick out the gifts for their family and they go.
So is there like, just because I'm always, program running stuff, so is there a way to like match up, like somebody goes and gets the tag, you guys have your list to match up to make sure all those tags are returned?
We do track that very closely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because we don't want to have a child without something.
Right. Okay, and then so say somebody does want to just donate something, like say they have half of a list. Can you just match those up and have, or businesses can also go and sponsor?
Businesses are sponsoring, and a lot of them in the past have picked up where maybe they said, okay, give me 20 tags, and 15 customers took tags between the employees and stuff, and the business picked up the other 5, or whatever the case may be.
Okay, all right. So we have sign-ups are going to be at your office until the 7th.
Correct.
Let's put his information up there one more time. All right, that's your number. And the address again, let's give the address real quick.
721 Buell, B-U-O-L, Street, just down the street from Star Nursery,
Okay.
right across the street from Lee's Mortuary, so it's easy to find either one of those two major landmarks.
Okay, or they can call the number and get that address again.
Correct.
And then sign-ups by the 7th. But we have just a couple minutes to go, so I want to go over another holiday. I know we're
Okay.
getting ahead of the game, but these sign-ups have to be done by the 7th. So we just wanted to make sure that we get you on so that those families in need or the people who want to sponsor can get in there by the 7th. And but coming up, the holiday that's coming up is Halloween. So there's a couple things going on. There is a trunk or treat at First Southern Baptist Church on 1026 from 5 to 8 p.m. There's also a trunk or treat at Front Valley Auto Plaza on 1026 from 6 to 9 p.m. And that is 2060 East Charleston Park. There's another trunk or treat at Tiles for Miles on 10/30/19 from 4 to 6 p.m. And that's at 1266 East Calvada. And there's another one at Quality Signs and Designs on Halloween from 6 to 8 at 1201 South Highway 160. And make sure to dress up your little kids warm because it might be a little chilly out there. And they'll have fun and they'll be able to go to have a safe, happy Halloween at any of those locations. And I'm sure there's more out there, so if I missed any, please you could probably hit up Facebook or Google and just Google trunk or treat or Facebook trunk or treat or Halloween events, and you can probably find some more. I know there's a lot of local pages out there. They'll probably have some information. So First Southern Baptist 1026 5 to 8, Front Valley Auto Plaza 1026 6 to 9, Tiles for Miles 1030 4 to 6, Quality Signs and Designs on Halloween 1031 from 6 to 8. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, John.
You're quite welcome. And let me say one word about the Front Valley. The owner has spent $5,000 of candy
Wow.
that he's passing out.
Oh, that's great. The Auto Plaza is very, very good to this community.
Yes.
So that's great. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to put your stuff right here on the screen right as we say
Okay.
goodbye. There we go. If you're in need and you need to sign up, call the number and get signed up by 11/7. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Halloween.